Okay, so dear Dharma practitioners, be comfortable yourself and relax your body. Keep your back straight, neck head straight in one line, and your right palm on your left. So gently close your eyes and bring your attention to this bell sound. So while you're focusing to the sound, you can mentally relax your body, relax your mind, and relax your breathing with your thoughts. Do nothing extra. Just follow the sound, please. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Homage to the Blessed One, the Exalted One, the fully enlightened One. So, dear Dhamma practitioners, in these ongoing meditation sessions, we mainly try to share basic information related to tranquility meditation and vipassana meditation. So, tranquility meditation means, another way it called Chitta Bhavana, and it helps you to bring your mind to one pointness and keep your mind solid. Why it is necessary? Because in day-to-day life, as ordinary people, we already have a habit to go with our past and future desires, experience, and reminding, thinking about it, always mind jumping. And another way, this call is kind of like a monkey mind. So the very nature of the monkey, jump place to place. It is just not jumping. So whatever come to its hand, it destroy, it disturb, and not to allow it to be like as it is. So we have the same kind of nature. Whatever come to our eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, and mind, we are not capable to see things as it is in the very first level. Whatever it come to us, once it become our personal experience, we personalize it. And then we experience it as something else. When something experience, what happens? We mostly mix it with ideas, thoughts, mental formations, or the sanskara, volitions, cankers. And once we mix the perception with the mental experience or the ideas or the thoughts, sometimes in our mind, we see, we experience not the basic perception itself. That is where we disconnect from the reality. So in the very first level, we have to develop the ability to experience the perception as it is. So if you able to not to mix your personal ideas or thoughts with the moment of perception, then the mind start to come to a certain level, because mind doesn't interfere with the experience. So when the mind becomes strong and solid from its own nature, that make your mind more sharp and clear to see the perception itself. And when you develop it moment by moment, moment by moment, moment by moment, that sharpness also going to become strong. So that is very necessary for us in day-to-day life, at least to develop some kind of solid foundation with this spiritual practice within our own mental behavior. Because we have nature, we are in a current, always go with reactions, 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 and giving opinions, have an inner conversation, making comments. From where that all come? For what reason it happens? Why we are interfering with the past experience to the present moment? What will happen if you just see things as it is? So that is where the self-identity, this self-centered mind comes. Because mostly we think, oh, I experienced this. I am the one who doing this. So I capable to make it happen the way I want. So this self-centered mind always push our inner awareness or the intention or the attention go beyond this moment of happening. And sometimes when we experience something, we know it that you get the wrong result. You know it doesn't work the way that you thought. But still, on the top of that, again you take a wrong decisions to go with it. When something happens and it happened out of your own decision, and you know it didn't work properly, it is wrong, and out of that wrong decision, on the top of that wrong decision, again you take another decision. Why? Because this self-centered mind not allow you to stay away from reacting. So another way then, tranquility meditation, one of the important things that you have to recognize, identify, you have to develop mind not to react with the inner experience or with the inner voice, or with the inner current, but just settle down and accept things as it is. It is very difficult, but it's still you are capable to do that. On the surface level, we see, go with this current interfering to this experience is more comfortable, but underneath deeper, that solid awareness is more comfortable than this conventional interference. So then in the beginning, develop a method to just allow things to happen. But that doesn't mean you get into a neutral state. You're not going to become kind of like numb. You're not going to paralyze your mind. You develop the recognition without reacting to it. So anything in the day-to-day life, in any moment, consciously can you come to a decision? Allow that to happen and experience, and you stay knowingly it is happening and without reacting to it. So then we come to the posture and we focus our mind to inhalation, exhalation, and allow it to happen knowingly. You are observing it, but without reacting to it. And when you are able to come to that, little by little, mind becomes sharp and clear within itself to recognize when the perception happens, to see it as it is. But that's not enough. Just seeing things as it is not going to take us out of this existence. So then what we need? So whatever you see as it is, when you become solid and sharp and clear, without reacting to it, and when you able to observe, by the time you start to see how it come to be as it is, that is what the wisdom, that is where the wisdom. So then remember, in tranquility state, seeing things as it is not the wisdom. You have to bring it to a point to see how it come to be as it is. That is when you are able to see that, you start to see this anything come out of cause and effect. It's nothing happen itself. It is not a creation by somebody or something. It's always depending on something. That's why you come to very clear understanding the dependent origination. So it is everywhere. That is why we experience this all. Things depending from something, and not only depending. By depending something, it becomes something. So we the same, we depending from something, but at the same time we become something. And not only, and then it's not going to only just become. That becoming start to change and create another thing. So it is a kind of like an endless journey. It's kind of like this vibration, moment by moment, going up and down, and at the same time forming the sound and spreading without settling down, and kind of like creating a flux. So we are itself. So if you expand your very existence for the moment, that your head to toes, your whole body, each and every atom, particles, subparticles, that's everything vibration. And it vibrating and becoming something, and that becoming not going to settle down in any place. It start to create something else. So then the entire universe the same. So this entire universe follow the same rhythm. So even you experience this body as personal, it also part of this entire existence. So you are then, it's kind of like a drop of water in this entire ocean. So you are a part, just a piece of dust in this entire universe. Go with that universal rhythm. But when the thing is, when you personalize yourself and just thinking, oh, this I experience, this is me, what happens on the top of that universal experience, you put the self-identity, it kind of like a mentally you separate from that all. That separation will bring a kind of like an illusion to believe, oh, this is happening to me. I am the one who experiencing this. And this is only for me, like that. And when you build up that illusion, when you build up that self-identity, you go with this endless journey, which we call samsara. But the power of the human mind is you are capable to recognize this. How? In the very first level, you have to come to a point to experience the present moment, the awareness, the consciousness, knowingness. So that is the beauty of the human mind. When you experience something, that what you experience as something is not the beauty. You are powerful to experience it knowingly you are experiencing it. That is so different than other living beings. Because most of the living beings in the universe, depending on the patterns and habits, but we also have the same kind of nature, but still we are capable to experience it knowingly. So when you don't have that nature, then just imagine when you experience something without knowingly, we are kind of like just ordinary animals. So then use your power of mind. Bring it up. Apply it to the moment. And see what you can find. What will happen when you know that you are experiencing something? What will happen? You will not hold into the experience. If you lose that knowingly, what will happen? You may caught up on the top of that outcome of the experience and believing it as something. That is where we come with the feelings. So that when it comes to feelings, it really kind of like you personalize it, and maybe you can take it as something exists in you. Feelings, emotions, ideas, but there is really nothing like that something. That all come out of our inner failure, that which we can't see our own experience. So then whatever the outcome, we hold it to that and we go with it, go with it, go with it. Maybe for the moment we have some kind of joy, satisfaction. But that joy or the satisfaction, it always not going to be the same, and it always going to be change. And we start to keep following, chasing, looking for that. And then we always become a debtor to this, our own inner imagination. So the meditation is a method, will help you to rescue you from this inner imagination and make you free from your own that visualization happening. The projection bring to your mind that happening in you, this hallucination happening in you. Can stop by settling down moment by moment, and knowingly when you experience your own inhalation, exhalation, or your own sensation, or your own perception. So that is why we need some kind of practice to get into this work, because once you get into that, so anymore that your mind not going to go with that disturb, or it anymore not going to go with that hallucination, anymore it not going to go with that imagination in you, and then you are more into what is happening within the moment, and knowingly when you experience it itself, you know that outcome, it's changed moment by moment, and you are not bound to the outcome, and the mind become more and clear and sharp, and at the same time you experience it to the 100% without any kind of bond or relationship or any attachment. Without any attachment, you are capable to experience the moment. That is where you bring the real experience. You experience it, but there is no collective nature in you. So in the very first level, we're going to start with our own inhalation, exhalation. So allow it to happen itself. Simply observe it. Don't try to interfere. Don't try to react to it. Don't make any kind of comments on it. Just see. And when you see, the most important part is just see it knowingly. You are observing your own inhalation, exhalation. And from there, we'll see what happens to us and we'll see where it takes us. So let's get into practice a little bit now. Your right palm on your left and neck head straight in one line and be comfortable with your posture. Scan head to toes yourself 3 times and say Swapatveva or may I be well and happy 3 times. Take a moment and think. We gathered here in this moment to practice this ancient meditation technique. All the Buddhas, all the enlightened masters followed this path and achieved wisdom. So we also gathered here to accumulate that knowledge. In this moment with this sitting, may my body become more comfortable. May my breath be more smooth. May no difficulties come to me. May all the success come to me. Also think for a moment, this is the last moment we're spending in this very lifetime, and detach your mind from all your past memories and as well as any kind of future thoughts. Just try to remain in the present moment, observing the sensation of your inhalations and exhalations. So in the beginning, deeply and gently, breathe in, breathe out 3 times and find the sensation, please. Allow your inhalations, exhalations happen itself. And observe it and recognize inhalation as inhalations, exhalations as exhalations. Do nothing extra. Bring your attention to your body, please. Observe your posture. We cultivate loving kindness and compassion in our heart and radiate it as a light through entire your compound, village, city, state, country, world, around this universe. Also, as far as you can, through galaxies, other planets, stars. Reminding yourself like this. With clear intention, mentally repeat after me. May all living beings in this universe be well and happy. May everyone be happy and safe. May their hearts be filled with joy. May all living beings live in security and in peace. Beings who are frail or strong, tall or short, big or small, visible or not visible, near or far away, already born or yet to be born. May all of them dwell in perfect tranquility. Let no one do harm to anyone. Let no one put the life of anyone in danger. Let no one out of anger or ill will wish anyone any harm. Expand the loving kindness and compassion beginning from your heart forward. Visualize yourself and send it as a light. To your backside. To your left side. And to your right side. Downward. And upward. To all 6 directions at once, like the moon, the sun, spread the light, spread the energy, without any condition, without any limitation, without any resistance or without any judgment. Let your heart to shine with the loving kindness and compassion from the bottom of it with the maximum effort to the highest. Wishing yourself, may all living beings in this universe be well and happy. Say sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. So first of all, we offer this practice to the great qualities of the Buddha, Dharma, and the Sangha. By the power of this meritorious deed, may all of us attain to the supreme bliss of Nibbana. Also, may all your guardian angels and deities will receive these merits and increase their longevity and protect all of you from any kind of planetary influences or any ill effects. Ettavatacha ammihi sampadam punya sampadam sabbe devanumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe bhuta anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe satta anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya Imaya dhammanu dhamma patipattiya buddham pujemi dhammang pujemi sanghang pujemi attaya imaya patipattiya jati jara vyadhi maranam ha paribunjissami idammi punya kammang asavakkaya vahang hotu sabba dukkha pamuncatu. Bless you.